Hola.
Hola, ¿cómo estás?
Today is the Wednesday, March 8th, and we are here to get into some nonsense. But I just saw a video. Arron said he's letting the people go. He's tired of trying to get them up out of there.
Wait, letting what
He's about to just go live his life.
what people?
The people of Carbonation.
He said he's tired of them living up in his mind.
No, he said he's letting them go. He's tired of trying to help them.
Okay.
He said he's not guaranteed tomorrow,
That's right.
and he is not trying to help them no more.
That's right.
He said he went out his way to go find that video of Nature Boy saying, COVID does not exist. Diseases don't exist. It's just disease. And he's tired at this point. He's like, he's not guaranteed tomorrow, and he just want to focus all his attention on his family.
I agree.
I'm like, wow.
I agree. Let me tell you, because I remember, so the videos I used to do on my other on Real Talk TV, y'all, I was trying to get people to empathize with the members so that they could kind of like, love them out of whatever they were in. But after a while, you realize they're going to have to go on their own. They're going to have to experience whatever the breaking point is on their own. And you can say, please get out. You can encourage them. You can show them the evidence that they need. And that's all you can do.
Because at this point, it just seemed like women are just coming out the woodwork trying to be queen, if you ask me.
I think they just
acting like pick me.
Somebody else said it. Oh, I forget who it was. Maybe it was Arron. It was someone who was like a part of the cult before. And they said it, they're just afraid of doing all of that being for nothing.
So they're continuing to follow him as being for nothing.
Right. And so, like, you ever, I don't know, wait in a line and you see it's another line on the other side and that line is moving. You're staying, that line you're in is staying still. And you're looking at the cashier and the customer, and they whatever it is they doing is taking too much time. You want to go to another line, but your fear is that if I go to another line, then this one will start moving, and then I'll really be screwed up. And I think that's kind of what's happening to them, is they are afraid of getting out of that line and realizing, dang, maybe it's best to start somewhere else or to finish somewhere else as opposed to this space right here.
I don't think so. I just think he beat the sense out of them. That's all. He beat them stupid. And,
More
I'm not trying to be funny or nothing.
Hey, girl.
Hey. I feel like he just, beat the sense out of them. Because at this point, they got to know that they, like he can't do anything. Like if they was to block his phone calls, but there's nobody else around them. All they have is yes men around them. Whoever house they live in or whatever is sucking on dusty nuts. You got Keys over here calling Janae out her name, calling all types of thoughts, and he's Nature Boy's manager. But if you Nature Boy's manager, are you supposed to be online talking crazy about the victim?
Well, if Nature Boy, if any money is to be made off of Nature Boy at this point, because he can't make it himself, all funds will have to go through his manager now.
Well, what funds? Because he
He's just
can't
made
make
a
no money.
he's just made
He's
a
not
come
supposed to
up,
make
and I
no
think
money.
he knew that. He knew he was going to do that.
All right, whatever Keys make is Keys money. Nature Boy has no hand in it. Because according to the courts, he can't make no money off of shit.
Yeah, okay.
He can't make no money off of nothing.
Okay.
So if anything, Keys is going to make the money. I see him going to give Nature Boy. They all going to be tore up at the end. How about that? They all going to get themselves in a world of trouble at the end.
Oh, of course. But I guarantee you they're going to try something.
Yeah, I know they trying. They trying now. They talking about they raising money for him to get him a lawyer to do this appeal. When Medea said he didn't need a lawyer, the courts would appoint him a lawyer to do the appeal. So right now she's saying like they scamming. They're gonna collect this money, and it's just what I'm saying, to put on his books or whatever. Because those girls gonna move wherever he's going. But don't they have court dates there? Because if he files for appeal within a month, then they can't just send him anywhere, right? They can't just ship him off to the prison, or can they? They could ship him off to a prison somewhere else, and then he files the appeal while he's I don't know. How does that work?
I don't know. I like this background. It's cute. Okay, I'm feeling really nature-like lately.
We were talking about Nature Boy.
Oh, God. It's giving Eve's Bayou. You feel me?
Oh, Lord.
Oh, God. So, do you have any clips for us today? Because it's been so much going on between the internet shutting down, Instagram shutting down.
How long did it take for it to come back up?
I don't know, because I wasn't even. Let me just say this. I would, yes, yeah, I mean, yeah, I assume, girl, child. I'm always messing stuff up, but I like to call you Yummy. You know what I'm saying? All I know, because I wasn't live during that time, because my life doesn't revolve around live. Or I think people who depend on social media to entertain themselves throughout the day, people who use social media to get paid, which is nothing wrong with that. Those are the people who actually realized that it was shut down. Okay, I've only read it, so it didn't affect me.
Yeah, I didn't notice it either. But I have clips of Khadijah lying ass.
Ooh, child.
And she's another one who's trying to tear down Janae. And she's also the same one who said she had to kick Nature Boy and Velvet out the room.
He kicked Velvet
over there back then. She kicked Velvet and Nature Boy out the room because they was having sex in front of the baby and her. Because she was in the room too, right? She was there. She saw it. So they was having sex in front of her and baby Ellie. She said baby Ellie was wide awake and they was on the bed with baby Ellie doing it.
Whew, that's a lot.
So she told them to leave the baby with her, and they left her room to go do it somewhere else.
More balance. Which one is sickening you? The greasy
Khadijah, yeah.
The greasy clout chaser.
She a weirdo.
She is. She's strange, yo. That's scary.
You want to hear from her? Or you want to hear from Arron talking about he can't do it no more with their asses?
I want to hear Arron first, if we have time, I would love to hear. Well, I don't love to hear it, but I'm interested in hearing what she has to say, Khadijah.
Yeah, she up.
Hey, Lisa says, well, what's up, girl?
All right, this is from Velvet is Balanced Energy.
Okay, hold
This
on.
is their channel.
Lisa says, did you see the interview she did with me before the verdict?
Before I started watching it, but I wasn't sure if it was before the verdict. So that was when she was crying and stuff. I've seen plenty on her. Like I'm tired of her.
Lisa, if you still here, you can come up and we can, I want to ask you some questions, girl. If not,
You can put the thing in the chat.
I can't communicate with the chat.
No.
YouTube be funny,
I'm about to turn this on. Hold on.
This one. Go ahead and shut this down before it starts becoming a habit and an everyday thing. And I try to remind myself that today literally could be the last day of my life. And I don't want to be the last. I don't want the last thing I'm doing with my life is degrading somebody regardless of what they did. And I feel like it's very, very important to be the bigger person.
I'm dropping it now.
I feel like it's very important not to take on the ways of the person who you don't want to be like. And I think that it was necessary for a moment for me to do that, for me to turn this situation to something that I could laugh about. But I feel like that time period has run its course. It was only a couple of days. Yeah, I feel you, Coco. Yeah, it's almost like I had to get it out of my system, but it's like, yeah, it's enough. Like I'm done. You know what I'm saying? I'm not about to be known for. I don't want other people to take on that approach towards anybody else who may have trespassed in their life. And it took me back to the Bible verse. And I talked about it on my interview with Lisa last night. Oh, that's what I forgot to tell her. The situation not only restored my faith in humanity and the justice system, but it restored my faith in the Bible. And when I say the Bible, I mean the relationship that I formed myself. I think that sometimes we allow other people to interpret these religious documents for us. And it doesn't say it in the Bible at all. It doesn't say that in the Quran. I read the Bible, I read it for myself. And one of the things that I like about it, I don't follow everything about it. I don't have to. I'm not going to let somebody else's interpretation become my own if I don't agree with it. Not no more. And one of my favorite things in the Bible is forgive us for our trespasses as we and forgiveness does not mean that you approve or justify what was done to you or what you may have done to somebody else. It just means that you're letting it go and you plan on changing your behavior. And so a part of me didn't want to show any type of forgiveness. But the thing about it is I had to realize that the forgiveness is not for the other person, but the forgiveness is for me so that I can basically put down this animosity and this resentment and this anger and move forward. Because if I carry anger and resentment, I'm basically just going to put that on to somebody else. And nobody else deserves to be punished for somebody else's actions. And I think that everybody here can say that they've allowed a past relationship to be justification for punishing your current relationship. Like, your current relationship is not responsible for the actions of the person you were with. What's up, Tam? But I think that it takes a level of maturity and awareness to figure that out.
Do anybody think that Tanisha got the
And
same lips as Angela Bassett, and what's love got to
I'm
do with
fine.
it? I'm just saying.
You said got the same what?
The same mouth, like demeanor as Angela Bassett, and what's love got to do with it? Like, I feel like it's giving Angela Bassett. It's giving Tina Turner. Oh, thank you.
A mess.
I see the resemblance.
There we go.
I love this Arron.
I do too.
I'm so glad he woke up. Like, it's been a long time coming. Like, I just wanted to just go out there and just smack the holy crap out of him.
Oh yeah, he was
Like,
awful.
wake up, right?
Yeah, I despised him when I first started watching this. You know, I've only been watching this for 2 years, so he was really in after Eligio was arrested. You know, he was the spokesperson for the group, and he was awful. And it's just a blessing that he was able to come out of it. I didn't think that was
Imagine how he
possible.
was in the group, because he was a straight asshole
Mm-hmm.
within the group. The women always complained about him. He was a bully.
Oh yeah, they were power hungry because they had so little power. So any amount that they received, they had to be tyrants.
Lisa, how long was I'm sorry, I missed it. How long was the interview that you did with True?
Ooh, a couple hours. 2 hours. Yeah, we went deep. And yeah, it was great.
Yeah, I watched half of it.
Yeah, it was long.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, but it was really refreshing to hear him. I got a chance to meet him at the court. Such a handsome man, and really, really just I saw light in his eyes. You know, that he was alive. Because, you know, his prior to that. Whew. What do you guys think?
He was I thought he was gonna pass away. You saw how skinny he was?
Oh, he's still skinny.
And stressed? No, not like how when he was arrested. Like, his whole face was sucked in. Like, he was I could imagine how he looked in person at that time. He must have really looked just like a I don't know. Because the camera put 10 pounds on you.
Yeah.
And he was looking horrific on the camera, for real.
And I also think what you mean is that, correct me if I'm wrong, there's something that has to die in you in order to blindly follow another person. You know, and like when you wake up, when you realize, oh my God, I have my own mind, I have my own ideas of the world, I have my own ability to communicate, you know, my own thoughts. That gives you like a light inside of you that we've never seen from him before. We haven't seen from him because he was never live before the Nature Boy situation.
He I think, you know, it's amazing watching his transformation, because he's one of the very few that have stayed in contact via, you know, his lives and his social media presence. So we've been able to see his whole transformation, which is, you know, I really am grateful to him for sharing that with us. He and Kendra, you know, I just wish nothing but the best for them. I am so happy that they've managed to maintain their marriage. You know, a lot of marriages don't last anyway over, you know, small stressors. And the fact that they've been able to maintain their relationship and continue to love each other is just, and raise their baby, you know, That's amazing because remember how many people got married at that mass marriage?
It was like
Miss
about 4 or
Velvet,
5
Nature
couples.
Boy,
Yeah.
And they're the only
Tor.
ones that are still together.
Did he talk on the fact that he was forced into that relationship and like having any doubts about whether or not that relationship should stay together because of how it was kind of manifested and created?
From what I understand, they were attracted to each other early on.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so they were together because they wanted to be together, and that's why Nature Boy would, snatch her away from him. He snatched all of the, relationships, but I think that they had formed a bond early on. I mean, as much as you could under those circumstances.
The members used to say he used to be so frustrated in tears when Nature Boy used to take Sheba away from him
Yes.
and keep them separate. Like he would be in such distress.
Can you imagine? Somebody coming along and just saying, "Hey, this is my woman now."
But the amount of power that you have to have over that person's
Right.
world, like just you really have to have, oh my gosh, a tight grip on a person's psyche in order to say that without any repercussion.
Mhm. Mhm. And that's the whole point of Eligio, that there were no repercussions. For years, he suffered very few consequences. Even the few times that he was arrested and deported, he was able to rebound.
Mhm.
He was able to rebound and continue and get stronger.
Mhm.
And this is the first time he's been held to account.
He had those people sending. He had Velvet sending cell phones in one of those countries when he was locked up.
Nicaragua.
He was just risking their lives for real.
Yes.
Like
The same that he's
he
doing
just
now.
Zoka had been in there for 2 months.
2 months.
Has
2 months.
Aaron
And they
reached out
have
to
not said
Zoka?
a word about her.
No.
Huh?
Oh, I was asking Lisa. Is it Lisa says what? Do you want us to say the whole thing or just Lisa?
Oh, no, Lisa.
Okay. I don't know how formal this is about to be. Has Aaron ever reached out to Jay Amory or like, because I remember in the beginning, and I think this is why he's coming to this like epiphany, is he really stuck out his neck for them when he left. He didn't do them dirty like most people do when they leave. And he's always has an extended arm. Did he say anything about, maybe the state of Jayon?
In this video, he says that he went and was looking for that video where Nature Boy says COVID doesn't exist and that we should be happy to have COVID, this, that, and the third. Like he says he's tired.
But was
Like
he trying to show it to the girls, or was he?
Yes,
okay.
Yes. He's been trying to get them out of there. He's been trying. So at this point, he's like, I'm tired. I gotta go live my life. I'm not guaranteed tomorrow. I can't keep doing this. I don't know. They just got to figure it out on their own. You know what I'm saying? They got to.
Yeah, I think he's done enough. I think he has extended himself as much as he can, and that's healthy. And it is time for a lot of these. I mean, I think that there is an opportunity for he and Kendra to, speak out on, the larger platforms. But for the most part, it's time for them to take their healing and kind of move on with their lives. And he did say that about, Zoka, that, she's just going to have to come to her own senses, but I do believe that there is a large network of people, and I guess I include myself in it, that are really extending, a helping hand to Zoka. If she's ready to leave, if she's had enough, there are people out there.
Right, but people have been doing that. People been doing that.
Right.
For all of them.
Right. But I think Zoka's the most vulnerable.
But listen, you got to be careful dealing with these people because they'll get the using. You know what I'm saying? Like, all right, you want to help me get this money so I can send it to Nature Boy.
Oh yeah.
They'll get on some real, So I would just step away, let their family come get them. Like
I
for
think
real.
Zoka's mom and dad think that the best place for her right now is jail. I mean, I can't speak for them, but it's better for her to be in jail than to be in jail.
Separate.
Yeah.
Lisa, have you spoke to her dad, her father?
I reached out to him, but I didn't get any word back.
Okay.
Yeah.
But they said Zoka left because her father was sick. Remember when she first got to Carbonation, her father was sick.
Yeah, when I did a video about it, and about because I saw that, I don't know if it was a live or if it was a member who had came out of the situation and said her father was sick. I can't remember, or was it a family member or something?
And she's supposed to be related to somebody famous.
Medea, I was just about to ask if Lisa. I was going to ask Lisa if she saw you at the courtroom.
Oh, we were there together.
Oh, that's so awesome.
Yeah, we were cellmates. Yes, that's my BFF.
God. That's so awesome. I love the energy from the new, like the people coming in.
Because you guys have been doing this for a long time, huh?
Yes.
Hi, Fruits. I'm surprised you wasn't y'all haven't been attacked.
Oh, I'm sure they have, child.
Medea, yeah, she's a target because she's far more visible than I am. But that just means she's winning. That just means there is a particular content creator who has it in for her. But
I don't get it.
Yeah.
This is too much.
This
it's enough content out there for everybody.
For everyone who reports on this particular topic.
Not everyone, because when the Caucasian content creators start, they cozy up to them. So no, it's not. It's
snowflakes.
Hey, Fruits Mama. Hey, girl. It's a party. Hopefully, Medea comes up and shares her experiences, both in the courtroom and like this whole process. Lisa, what have you?
I stay on all your channels, so I'm nosy.
Okay. What have you learned? The most? Like, what did you get the most from doing this and becoming, now I would like to call you an activist? Okay.
Wait, the first question is, how did you feel Nature Boy's evil energy? How about that?
Oh,
I need to know this. I need to know, because he just seems like you could just smell him from afar. You know what I'm saying? Like,
smells like sulfur.
Right. Like,
you know what I really realized it's the moment I saw him, because I've talked to him on the phone several times. We used to talk almost every day in my reporting. And when I finally saw him, I was quite disappointed. He was not this looming, huge, bigger than life figure.
Because he's starving right now.
No, that's just his natural personality. So when I first started too, Nature Boy reached out to me.
Okay.
And he was like, trying to be like suave.
He was trying to recruit you, girl.
Right. He was making this like what is it? Pineapple. He was like something mango. I'm like, you're a cornball.
I'm
reporting on you.
I just couldn't believe how he was able to persuade all of these people. And he was smaller than I thought he would be. And he looked shook, and he looked scared. And I looked him dead in his eyes, and he darted them away. Yeah, he didn't look so big, bad, and intimidating as I thought he might.
He strays away from real women anyway.
Oh yes, we've had knockdown, drag out arguments on a number.
I wasn't going to argue with him. That's not somebody you could even have a conversation with. He's going to keep playing games the whole time. So I would.
Yeah, there's nothing there. He's not reachable right now. I don't know what the future holds for him. God is an amazing God. So anything can happen, but I don't think he's reachable. Hey, Medea.
Hey, boo.
Hey y'all.
Hey.
Y'all don't know what the future holds for Alicio?
Oh, yes, we do. Life
Well,
without the
actually,
possibility of parole.
look, he is trying to get a new trial, and I'm telling you, I'm like, okay, let me figure out how long I gotta be in Georgia again now.
Where you from? You didn't live in Georgia?
No, I'm from North Carolina.
Wow.
Shout
Okay.
out to North Carolina.
You know what
All
I'm
my
Mhm.
peoples
saying?
is from North Carolina.
Well, I was born in Jamaica
Oh,
and
okay.
lived in New York and Connecticut. Then I moved to North Carolina.
Oh, cause that accent, girl. I'm like, you been here too
More,
long.
More beer
Hmm.
said smoke, mirrors, and gaslighting. Amen, child.
Yeah, you can't talk to that man. Never. I would never waste my time giving myself a headache. Hmm.
Okay, so Lisa, back to my question.
Mhm.
What was your overarching like the reflection you received from all of this process, and probably still continuing, but for now?
Wow, I think I learned a lot about mind control and how powerful it is. Rick Allen Ross really illuminated me in how easy it is. And it doesn't matter if you're smart, if you're dumb, if you're rich, poor, black, white, everybody can be susceptible to mind control uh, and these kind of destructive cults. And we all have fanaticism in us. I mean, some people collect trading cards, some being online. But when you add that element of a authoritarian cult leader like Eligio, I now understand how these people were sucked in. I probably didn't completely understand that and wasn't as sympathetic as I am now. But and I realized how strong a lot of these kids are, and you guys are all kids to me. Sorry.
No worries, I'll take that.
Yes.
I'll take that gladly.
Yes, and how strong, especially Janae and Velvet, who were humiliated in that courtroom with those videos, the revenge porn. And yeah, I'm really proud of them. I'm really proud. I know they've got personal issues that they're working through, and but they are really some strong women. Brianna, Kendra, I commend them.
Mm.
They didn't have to go through with it. They could have continued to, just let this slide, and them coming forward, I was really proud of them.
I think
And
that's
those
interesting that
videos
you
went.
said. Oh, I'm
Go
sorry.
ahead.
Go ahead, Nosy.
No, I was just saying those videos went beyond the court. They was on Twitch, Pornhub.
Yes. But can you
I
imagine
mean
sitting
Twitter.
there? Yeah, can you imagine sitting there in the courtroom with all of these strangers, with national television, international television, and you have to sit there and watch yourself?
Hmm.
I
Mm.
couldn't. I would have been bawling.
Medea, was there anything in the courtroom that we didn't get a chance to hear or experience, or get more information about, that kind of really sealed the deal when it came to his trial?
Well, some of the time when the cameraman wasn't focused on him, Lisa, you noticed when he threw up his hands a couple of times.
Oh,
Like he was just disgusted. He was appalled at some of the things the witnesses were saying because, for the most part, during the witnesses' testimonies, the camera, if you notice, as they're talking, the camera was facing up on the shield of the court to protect their identity. So he was gesturing, he was posturing in his chair. He was just, he couldn't stay still. And at one point, I saw him visibly glaring at Velvet, just like
mm-hmm.
if there were no security, he would have jumped over there. Like he looked vengeful, and I don't think that helped him anyway either. Like that part of it, And also, one other big thing that I saw that I think kind of established an issue for the jury and just regular decorum. You know, when they say all rise and everybody stands up
Yeah.
because the judge is coming in,
Or the
Mm-hmm.
jury.
or
And he didn't.
they did not. Well, he did because he had to, I'm guessing, as the defendant. However, on his side, anybody that was on his side did not stand.
Wow.
And thinking to myself, if I were a juror, I would be like, you know what? These people do not have decorum. They're not respectful. You know, I would be thinking like, wow, this is crazy.
Somebody in the chat mentioned my favorite part of the trial, hands down, was when he stepped out. And if I wouldn't have been careful, I could have got kicked out. When he stepped out in the blue jacket.
Mm.
Oh my Lord. I could not. I was like, what the heck is he thinking? That
Did
was
he know
amazing.
what? Did he know that this? I, did anybody tell him how the rest of the world felt about that blue jacket? Like, do you think he kind of got a sense of?
I think,
You know that
I
man
think,
don't care.
Yes,
wait,
he does. He cares very much about what people think.
I
That's
think
why
wait,
he wore it.
wait.
exactly. I think he did it for to disrespect the court. To be honest with
No,
you.
I think, look, y'all, I think that the main survivor in this, the main one, I think she made him feel really, really bad about the party jacket when she identified him as wearing a blue party jacket. Didn't he
Uh,
take it off?
oh, after that, the jacket disappeared. He took that
I
jacket
knew
off
it.
and
No,
never came
did.
back.
I knew it. Oh my god. He very much cares about what people think. He thought, and see, remember his style. What he believes is like cool or stylish is not what the rest of society, our culture thinks as style and color and nice, right? So he's always constantly readjusting to the rest of what everybody else identifies as, nice.
I don't think so, because when you look at his old pictures, he knew how to dress.
Girl, them hot. Who don't get me started on his stripper
You
days?
talking about back in the day? His pictures back in the day. He's very handsome.
I'm not talking about
His
his
clothes,
looks. I'm talking about his
I'm just talking
style.
about his clothes didn't look bad either. When you look at his old pictures,
Girl.
She said paisley is a
he
look.
was
Yeah, the paisley,
he was a stripper.
the blue paisley just killed it. And when she pointed him out, that was hilarious. And I almost, let out a audible gasp in the court. But yeah, that jacket disappeared. That jacket disappeared.
Because he heard party. He was like, oh, okay, all right.
So yeah, that's child.
Yeah. Hmm.
Um, I
Then the Moses robe.
I also wanted to know, were there more witnesses that weren't called up?
For the prosecution or for the defense?
Both.
Well, for the prosecution, they did rest and they entered all of their witnesses in.
Okay.
However, for the defense, they didn't call Tanisha Dulé, aka Malia, the Queen of Nothing. I have to say that. And that's it. They called everybody else on the list. They called Eva
Oh, they
Wilson.
had Zoka. They didn't
Oh, they
have
didn't call Zoka. I think
yeah.
they made that decision because she'd have to come to court in Orange.
Mm.
Yeah, so they probably said, no, that's not going to be a good look.
Yeah.
Yeah, that don't make no sense anyway. She was doing it for him.
Yeah.
She in jail because of him.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think they were necessary. Tanisha would have just further alienated the jury with her belligerence.
Yeah.
They saw her get kicked out.
Oh, they did. The jury was there when she got kicked out.
Yeah.
Yes.
Ooh.
Yes. And what did she say, Medea, when the
He
first,
didn't
not the
break
first time, the second
nobody.
time.
He
No, the
didn't
second
break.
time.
The second time? She was like, when they
Oh, this
told them to
whole
get out,
case is
yeah,
a
this whole
hearsay.
case is hearsay. This entire case is hearsay.
Wow.
Yeah, she had to act up because it looked like she been getting beat on. The last time she was on video, her whole side of her face looked swollen.
Yeah, her eyes, that you could see it on her
Mm-hmm.
eye.
I wouldn't be surprised if he ordered the other women to retaliate against her for making him look bad or not.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, what does she have to offer the case?
Right.
Absolutely nothing.
Well,
But he
word on the
has
street
to.
is that she probably ran away.
Yeah, I was just getting ready to read a comment about that. Shout out to MJ. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome, Miss Yogi G.
Yogi.
Hello, everyone who's just coming in. MJ says, has anyone heard of Malia's whereabouts? Did anybody hear of anything about Malia or Tanisha?
More balance for me.
I believe she's still there with the ladies.
Oh yeah,
But in the closet, probably, right?
in the corner.
Somewhere.
Mm,
I hope she ran away.
that's interesting. Because honestly, I would also believe that she is still there. Because this is, if you remember when Alicia was, with them, this is something they would do regularly, kind of like have some of them off camera every now and again so that people can get used to them not being on camera sometimes, even though they're probably in the middle of, serving a punishment.
Mm-hmm.
Who knows? Who knows? It's I think they're probably gonna go live again. Didn't they say that they were gonna make another announcement?
They
I
haven't.
know Keys to the Street said he was, but he went live on Beagle again, just tearing Janae down last night.
I wish I could catch his live. I need to catch his live.
He be on
For
Beagle all the time.
Nosy played it last night. Or was that this
Okay.
morning? I'm losing track of time.
Yeah, it was last night going into the morning.
Right.
But yeah, he keeps tearing that girl down like that. Ooh.
Do you think it's room for more people for him to be charged with other crimes? Like, is it, because I feel like I don't know. I just feel like I don't want people to get so comfortable that other victims feel like he's justified. It's justice. I'm not gonna pursue a case based on what I experienced. Do you think more people will come out? And this question is from Medea or Lisa.
I believe that because these crimes happen in foreign countries, some of the crimes, say for instance between he and Kendra and Brianna, because they happened in other countries, and I don't know what the statute limitations are for them. They do have the opportunity to sue him civilly, even the victim, but but I believe, and Medea can speak more to this about further investigations. But I think that it's going to be a difficult for them to press charges because they happen in foreign countries.
Mm.
Even Mama 963.
Where did her assault happen?
I'm not even sure.
Yeah, that's
Puerto
a good question.
Rico.
I think hers happened in Puerto Rico,
Yeah.
which is
So she's good.
yeah.
Mhm.
That's if she decides to.
Now her assault happened between she and Musa,
Yes.
and absolutely, if she feels that she was taken advantage of, she can definitely press charges against him.
Well, to be fair, let's be fair. Um, Musa, aka Nubian, aka Dalen, he did apologize to her. He did explain to her that his actions were done based on orders from Eligio Bishop. He was ordered to go after her.
Mm-hmm.
He was ordered to make her a divine feminine, and he was ordered to tell her that she belongs to him.
I hear what
So
you're
Yeah,
saying, but he was still downing her. He was still trying to clown her. Him
yeah,
and him and his
Yeah, he did a
funny looking
live
wife.
saying
Yeah,
he did a live really just kind of like dismissing her
like I ain't really
experience.
want you. Oh yeah,
Yeah. I'm not gonna speak on her name because that mean I would give these people anybody who claim they are victim, I don't associate with them. He said a lot of things that were direct. You could tell they were directed toward um
Trace nine
Treasure.
six three.
Yeah. And also somebody brought up more balance, brought up Tori. We cannot forget, I don't know if you guys were
Yep.
around during that time, but Tori also had an experience with him that was caught on tape
Mhm.
where she made the claim that he forcefully had intercourse with her after she said no several times, and he still did what he did. And he said, well, we talked about envy because she was recording for her own safety. And
yeah.
in
I
that recording,
remember.
okay, so in that recording, he alludes to that being true by saying, yeah, but we worked through that.
Yeah, my thing is though, like I want to be fair again. These men were under the leadership of the cult leader who believed that if your girl won't give it to you, R word her.
mm-hmm.
They were under his leadership and tutelage and influence.
I
So I
believe
don't
that.
want to
I
make I
get it.
don't want to make light of the situation with Mama Nine, but I don't want anybody to forget Musa is as much of a survivor as everybody else.
I believe that. I feel like it's a catch-22 for a lot of these ex-members because I mean, if you look at the Manson trials, they were also victims of their circumstances, right? They were also victims
Mm-hmm.
of this cult leader, but they ended up doing time.
Yes.
So where's that? I guess it's to the whatever happens to the court's decision on whether or not the mind control was enough or just as a form of justification for what was
Nope.
happening.
Right.
It's
So
not. He,
mm,
uh, like you said, the Manson girls, they and guys, they uh they were under his complete and total control. He
yeah,
ordered them to commit those crimes.
yeah,
They had to still serve. It was not a justifiable. Well, they were still, indoctrinated when they went to trial, but that was not a case for them to be excused. And I don't think that I understand that Musa feels like he was just as much uh, indoctrinated as the rest of them, and that's why he committed these crimes. But um, he has to to face judgment, just like Eligio. And I hope Treasure, which is Trey Nine, I hope that she pursues it or at least gets help for it because she seems like she's still very much affected by this.
yeah. And it's like the longer, obviously, this is with all of us when we all experience trauma. The further away from the experience they get, the more reflective they become,
Mm-hmm.
and they start to truly identify with, or at least acknowledge what occurred through a different lens. The only people I have an issue with, honestly, is uh what name do they go by now? Kizzle,
Rambo,
Kitzel? Yeah.
Rambo, and Grace or
Serenity, because she's still
Serenity.
Serenity. If you ask me, something's wrong with her.
Yeah, I think that their opinions are trash. Uh, they should watch out. They should watch themselves. Um, I don't think that they're helping the situation, but
And
I
what's
got
what's so bizarre is the Ketzel guy, the kids. I was following him because I thought that he was really growing. And he has this like group where they're like, he has this like man club thing where they get together and
What is it called, Medea? The
wow,
Wild Quetzal.
Right, like it's like where men can come and like do I guess manly stuff, like fight each other.
Shooting pigs.
Yeah. And my question is, if you truly believe that, because he was saying that nobody is a victim, everybody is kind of brought into experiences and brought into their way of thinking by experiences which they were meant to have had. If you truly believe that, and you invite, let's say, God forbid, you invite someone into your space, is it then, are you saying it's the fault of the people, one of those people harms that you love? Are you saying that the person that you love that was harmed, it's their experience and their fault? It doesn't make sense, and it's given baby nature boy.
They'll
Yeah.
wake up. They'll wake up because they have a son. They're gonna have to wake up.
They don't want to be labeled as victims, and they look down on people who have been victimized. But if anybody watches that video of them, when they left, they look like victims to me.
Hello.
They
Mhm.
were. They didn't give the actual reason why they were leaving. They kind of sniveled out,
Mhm.
and just answered his questions, and
Mhm.
they didn't say, "Hey, look,
And they was
you
looking
you."
down.
Yes, they wouldn't look him dead in the face. They,
Mhm.
and they look, oh my gosh,
They
well,
look
Malnourished.
scared
mhm,
and hungry, scared and hungry, and tired. That's how they was looking.
absolutely.
Serene looked like she was about to die. Her and the baby.
They looked emaciated,
Yep.
so they weren't. They were victims, very much so.
And then we also have to remember that Serenity, aka Faith, aka Grace, tried to go back several other times
And
Mhm.
without her child.
without her child.
No, she was gonna go back with her child.
No, Nature Boy told her she couldn't bring him, and she
She
was
was
getting
gonna
ready to do it.
she was gonna go back with her child twice. She said out her own mouth, and she kept missing her flight. She missed her flight twice. She was gonna go back
Co-conspirator.
with that baby. Hmm.
I don't know. I feel like it's a lot more growing that needs to be done throughout the groups, and everybody I think is gonna experience that differently through different stages of their life.
I believe
And I
they
think
still supporting Nature
that's what
Boy
True was talking about.
through the Mama Dia.
I said True. I'm so sorry, Aaron.
Mm-hmm. Nosy, you said you think that they are still. You think that there's something
Hmm.
that they feel guilty about.
It's a whole lot of them not saying a lot of stuff, and Pisces even admitted to deleting a lot of videos.
Oh wow, I didn't hear
He
that.
was on video. He said they deleted a lot of stuff. He was when he T did the video with Kite
Oh
not too
yes.
long ago. Yeah, he said he deleted a lot of stuff.
That's interesting.
Hmm. I'm telling you, because just like that show Ruthless. Nature Boy made everybody get their hands dirty.
Oh yes. Oh
He
yes.
he made them get their hands dirty, so that way he can't be blamed for anything. That's why he started
Yeah.
making them slap each other and shit like that, so he can't be pinned of abusing them. So I'm gonna make y'all smack each other on camera. So whatever I do behind the camera.
Yeah, that was that whole cosmic what is it called? Spiritual improv defense totally went up in smoke. That was brilliant watching that crumble before our eyes when Aya was asked, was that the catalyst for the slapping incidents? And she's like, yes. And she was like,
Yo,
that
that was so
happened.
funny.
And
That
then she
happened
tried to
2
make it
weeks.
sound so believable, like, "Oh, we watched this, we watched it, and we."
Yo, she looked
And so
so
we decided to
stupid.
do
Oh
it.
my god, that was
Yeah,
so
the whole
embarrassing.
story.
LinkedIn crashed. For all of you people who are on LinkedIn.
LinkedIn crashed just now.
Yep.
First Instagram, then it was another social media platform,
Facebook. I think it was Facebook.
Facebook, now
Instagram.
LinkedIn.
Before that was
Y'all,
AT&T.
Then that's right.
It was AT&T
AT&T.
and somebody else together. AT&T
Y'all, we
and
got a
another
bigger
network.
issue than Nature Boy.
Yeah, because they about to. It's Babylon about to fall, like he said.
Girl, don't please don't get that man hopes up.
It's gonna fall while he in jail though.
Yeah, he is not gonna get him out.
Right, he gonna get all the dick he want now.
Oop.
He gonna be so happy.
I had an attorney on yesterday, and his chances of appeal are very slim to none.
Okay.
And it's about a 2-year process. But they need something to fight for. They need something to stay energized and connected to him. So they're gonna spin their wheels, But the judge having COVID is probably not going to be a big factor. Then they're saying about the juror falling asleep. That might be a factor. I mean, they're grasping at straws, as they have been for the entirety of this whole situation.
He should have took the plea deal like TKO said. He would have been out in less than 2 years. He just didn't want to.
So arrogant.
Right. He don't want to. Oh, I didn't do that. Yes, you did. You did it. You did.
He didn't want to miss the opportunity to be center stage and to have all of this attention. I'm going to tell you, I was sweating bullets when they were discussing that plea deal, because I was like, okay, he may take it just to save his own butt, and I was like, oh no, I really want this trial. I want to see this trial all the way through, but luckily he didn't take it.
He don't listen to anybody. I'm sure Keys and TKO and them told him to take it.
Yeah, he was looking around the courtroom,
Oh, like, I'm so glad you mentioned that. What was he looking for? That when the judge was telling him, no, we cannot. I mean, you can either move forward, representing yourself, or that situation. And he kept looking back. Was he looking back for someone, or was he just kind of like, I don't know, just being dramatic?
I think it's a combination of both. I think he was looking for someone on his, but he didn't look on his side. He looked on the state side. And like I said, I thought he was looking at me. When he turned around, I thought he caught my eye, but right behind me was sitting Janae.
Oh.
And he kept staring at her like, I don't know what he thought. I can't tell you what's going on in his mind, but that's who was staring. That's who he caught. He kept looking back at from my point of view. I don't know what he
thought. Based on who
Nature
Boy is, he probably was looking at her like, you see what you're doing? You see what you're doing?
Trying to intimidate her.
Yeah.
Save me. Yeah. Tell him this was all a lie.
Yeah.
In front of everybody in the courtroom. You turn around and look at Janae. He a dummy.
I didn't realize how unstable his reasoning and his rationale was until this case. This is
really.
I thought he would handle this. I mean, he's 42 years old.
Really?
Yeah, I really did. I thought he was going to take this seriously. His life is on the line. And then he calls up the wives and starts singing to them, or singing to whoever he was singing to. I'm just
hold up. Wait, what?
When was this?
Yes. When he called the wives. Remember, he made that over the week on the day that we didn't have trial, when they found out the judge had COVID.
Yeah.
He calls the wives. They put him on. He makes this whole long speech about how the judge has COVID, blah, blah, and he ends the phone call by singing R&M. It's a real bleep moment. And he's just singing like a crazy person. You got to hear it. It's amazing.
They played this in court?
No.
Oh.
No, but they did mention. I mean, you're fighting for your life. Yeah, they mentioned it that he that he
was talking about the judge.
And you're fighting for your life, but I don't know.
They know about all the times he went live.
I wish one of the jurors was present, like, would, speak, because I really want to know if because all of his conversations with the 3 and 4 women is recorded. What was he saying to them for the prosecution to kind of like infer, you do this, don't you? You tell them to do these things, don't you? What did they hear?
Oh, I'm
Jail
speaking.
calls.
Yes, I like I said, I've talked to him many times, and he continuously talked about the case, and I'm like, I don't think you should be talking to me about your defense strategy
Right.
on
Oh, you
this
should have been
recorded
taking
record.
notes.
And he doesn't care, and he said, I didn't even post the videos of her. They did. I said, well, you're gonna
You're a liar.
Well, Aya did it. Aya
Aya
admitted it on the stand. I was done.
I admitted what?
that she posted the revenge porn.
That's her lying for him. They said he is the only one who could post because all that video was on his phone, and nobody touches his phone
But
but him.
Efru admitted to talking to him on the phone about the case.
Mm-hmm.
And the district attorney said, you're admitting that in front of the cameras, in front of the sheriffs, in front of everyone. Do you realize that? And she's like, yep. I'm like, what fool?
So is he trying to get them to incriminate themselves, even if they
I believe so. I think he wants them to go to jail too, to be honest with you.
Obviously, he doesn't mind if they go to jail. Zoka's sitting there. They've all got felonies.
One down, 3 more to go.
That's so sad. You are right.
It's not funny, but it's funny because that's what he's doing. That's what it looks like to me.
Right.
He kept making them come up there trying to send him shit and knowing that they're going to get caught.
Yeah.
Like, what's wrong with you? Zoka had mad shit.
She had razors and
she had a bag full of. How was she gonna get by? I don't know.
Was that allowed in the court? Was that allowed in the trial? That evidence?
No.
That information? Okay.
No, nothing. But I believe that he's going to take a plea for the whole drone case, which I don't know how that's going to affect their cases, but I don't think he's going to want to go back to court. I don't know. He may want to go back to court just to give himself something to do, just to remain relevant on the drone case.
Shout out to Miss Hook. She said Nature Boy thrives when they are unhappy.
Yes. He doesn't want them to enjoy or have receive pleasure unless it's through him.
Hi everyone, what's up, sweet Gemini? He's a weirdo. Are we gonna finish listening to Arron? What y'all want to do? Y'all want to keep talking? It's up to y'all.
I gotta go pick up them little raggedy children, but
they so cute.
Gotta get them so that they don't get caught up in this. I teach them every day about stuff that I try to explain it to them in a kiddie way, but.
Oh yeah, you're never too young to learn, about manipulation and how people will try to use all kinds of things to lure you in, your interests, video games, the internet, anything. I don't think that the kids are ever too young to learn about this kind of stuff.
That's right.
Well, I'm gonna go. Oh, you have another question?
Medea, your Cash App, it says Holland?
No, it's her Cash App is Danny's Plate, is DANNIS Plate 2020.
Right, but on top it says Holland.
Oh, that's her last name. That's her government name.
So this is where I'm sending it to. That's correct.
Thank you, ladies, for having me up. I appreciate it. I love both of your work. I always in your bushes, and I thought I would pop in this time and say hello. It was great meeting you. Thank you again.
Lisa.
Thank you so much for all the work you put in, girl. Yes, We
I
appreciate
appreciate
you
y'all.
here. You
Thank
are an
you.
auntie.
Girl, I'm a grandma.
If the main charge was rape, why didn't Booker question the details of
I'm
Janae's
gonna call
account
you a
of how it
grandmom, okay?
Oh, thank you. I love it. I
went?
love
Lisa,
it.
somebody got a question for you real quick.
Oh,
Oh,
sure.
It says, if the main charge was rape, why didn't Booker question the details of Janae's account of how it went down step by step?
Woo, I have no idea what his strategy was. It was all over the place. This is my opinion. I think Robert Booker was conflicted. His Christian background. If you listen to what he said at the end of the trial, he said, I'm a Christian man, or I believe in God. I believe in the one true God, and Eligio Bishop is not a God. That was in direct to contradict his own client and undermine his defense. I believe he did not want to. He 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 was he didn't have a strong defense because I think he was conflicted and he kind of believed that his client was guilty of this.
Mm.
But I can't tell you what was going on in his mind and why the strategy. Yeah, he's he felt guilty. That's all I could say. You know, he had to see the case through.
And they said, don't give the ops no more appeal advice. Medea left already. I was trying to get to this raffle she having. I wanted to make sure this was her.
Oh, they're not listening to me.
They listen to everybody, believe you me.
They
They listen to
listen,
everybody.
but they're not taking my advice.
Oh, I don't think they take anybody's advice but their own. But
Mhm.
Baba G's.
Exactly. They didn't even listen to their own lawyer. They could care less.
Yeah, they drove that man crazy, to be honest with you. So,
Oh my goodness. The one attorney he had, the public defender, she said that they would text her numerous times a day. Can you imagine the Aya, how many times a day she would text and contact Booker? He looked exhausted by the end of it and embarrassed.
yeah. That's what I was telling Real Talk. I said they tore that man up because they're crazy. Like they staying on top of him because of Eligio.
Mm-hmm.
Eligio don't know what the hell he be talking about. They drove that man crazy.
He was so once Eligio decided not to be in the courtroom anymore and was over back in the jail, you could see just like a weight lifted off of him, and he was laughing and talking, and his whole demeanor changed. It was a
Yeah,
remarkable.
he's an energy vampire, like they say. He's an energy vampire.
Oh yeah, definitely. Especially someone he feels is smarter than him, which is very. He doesn't think too many people are smarter than him, but he was draining Robert Booker.
Mm.
All right, guys. Thank you. I appreciate you, and I'll be watching.
Thank you, Lisa.
Yes, and we'll be
Enjoy the rest
watching
of
you
your
as well.
day.
I shall. Thanks.
We getting out of here. Y'all want to watch Arron say he's tired and giving it up? You're going to go to Velvet is Balanced Energy. All right, subscribe to their channel. They got some good content over there. And we shall see y'all later.
Peace, baby.
Thank you, everyone.